Oh my god, the sky is falling. Horses are falling from the sky. DualSense 5... There isn't a DualSense 5 controller. DualSense controllers for the PlayStation 5 are breaking, and people are angry. Well, some are breaking, but it's something we should pay attention to. I wish horses were falling from the sky. Skip it up and that up. So the PlayStation 5 has been on the market for over a month now, and you damn well be rest assured that people have been playing the crap out of it. So they've been able to put some wear and tear on their controllers and their consoles. And we've heard about bugs with both the Series X and PlayStation 5, but how have the controllers been holding up? Well, some people are saying there are issues with their DualSense 5 controllers. Why do I keep saying DualSense 5? They're DualSense controllers, and they're taking care of them. It's not that they dropped them or anything. And this may be a cause for concern. Could this be the next Joy-Con drift? We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, this comes from comicbook.com discussing the DualSense controller. I'll read it to you, then we will discuss. Last month, we reported on issues with stick drift, similar to Joy-Con drift. And now users on Reset Era, Reddit, YouTube, and more are reporting that the adaptive triggers on their controller are breaking and becoming loose. Right now, it appears the problem is uncommon, and it appears to be the result of the trigger's spring becoming loose. Typically, parts become loose when a controller is dropped, but the reports claim that the controller hasn't been dropped once. And that's kind of a big deal. Here's a DualSense controller, because the adaptive triggers are one of the biggest selling points. So say if you're playing Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, that name just is ridiculous, but one of the cool things about the adaptive triggers, because I play Cold War on there, is different weapons, like when you aim down the sight with the left trigger, you feel different amounts of weight, kind of like if you're lifting up a heavier assault rifle compared to a submachine gun, there'll be more tension on the trigger. I actually like that. I think it's cool. I don't think it's just a gimmick. I'm guessing something with that mechanism, I'm sure it's fairly complicated in there, is maybe failing, and the triggers are just going loose. They're going flaccid. Like an old man. Flaccid and limp. What the hell is wrong with me? So look, many people are probably going to wonder, Rich, why did you even make this video? What is the big deal that some people are having defective controllers? Because it started out with the Nintendo Switch that the Joy-Cons, Joy-Con drift isn't that big of a deal. Even though people were complaining about it from the get-go, from when the Switch first launched, people just kind of brushed it off, and then it became more of an issue. I even have Joy-Cons now that have Joy-Con drift. So, yeah, it's a problem. Does that mean that the adaptive triggers are going to be a problem on the PlayStation 5 controller? We don't know yet. But the fact that people are saying that, look, it worked in the beginning, and now they're having issues with stick drift. It's not Joy-Con drift. It's analog stick drift, and the adaptive triggers are failing. Yeah, it should be a cause for concern. Yeah, it's video worthy, because this could become a major problem if the adaptive triggers and the sticks begin to start becoming defective after you use them for a decent amount of time. That could mean that maybe there's a defect in the design of the controller where we're going to see a bunch of DualSense controllers having this issue. I wouldn't freak out yet, but it's something to pay attention to. And this controller is $70, so it's not cheap to replace. Granted, it's not as severe as if you have a Nintendo Switch Lite and you get Joy-Con drift on there, because that means the whole console is now defective. You can't just take off the Joy-Cons like on a regular Switch. But $70 is nothing to sneeze at. So pay attention, see if you feel any changes to your adaptive triggers or your analog sticks, if you're starting to see some drift when you're playing a game where your character moves without you moving the stick, and keep note of it. And if you do have that problem, make it public. Let people know about it, so if there is an issue, Sony can address it and the community knows about it, so it's not just something that's swept under the rug like Nintendo tried to do with Joy-Con drift. Because remember, these are major corporations that only care about profit. They don't care about you. Don't defend them. Call them out if there's defects with their products. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. Hey, if you enjoy my content, consider becoming a Review Tech USA member. I'll have a link below in the description. I live stream now on this channel all the time, and it gives you access to cool emoticons to use as well while I live stream. Again, link below in the description. Thank you for your continued support.